I think a lot of people, they have questions about what is holism, or what is the holistic movement method. Could you maybe elaborate a little bit of how your method looks like?
Well, holistic might sound a bit spiritual, but it's actually, I'm going to look at you as a whole. So your body, your mind, and your emotions. So who you are has different aspects, and also where you come from has a lot of different aspects. So what it means is, if you have a problem, there are many things attached to that problem. And I don't look just at the symptoms, because we live in a society where we only treat the symptoms, but the symptom is there for a reason. So imagine you have a physical ailment or a physical wound. That is because, or it might be that you have an emotional or a mental wound, and it manifests in the inside of the body. And when that happens, we don't just go and treat the body, because the core of the problem won't go away. I want to know what is happening inside of you, what you have experienced in the past, and where did that problem start. So in that case, you go back into the shadow, you go back into the past to see where it comes from, and from there we fix it, and the body adapts to that.
When you say I want to see where it comes from, I want to get back in there, how does that happen? Is it just by talking, or is it physical exercise? Like, how do you get there first?
Well, it depends per individual, but in general, the holistic movement method is a physical moving method. So you have types of therapy where you work from the top down. So you work with the mind that creates that has an emotions, and then you feel something in the body. But what I do is I work from the bottom up, which means I initiate certain types of movement that can trigger emotions, and out of that you can get an insight. So I talk to you because I want to know what happened in your past, and from there I can make some links, connect some dots. But whatever you can say, I understand, but maybe you don't understand it yourself yet. But your body never lies. Your body always tells the truth.
Yeah, but it can theoretically be the case that I am not aware of my own trauma, right? Because it's blocked.
Yes.
Do you have people that they come to, like, there's something wrong with me, I don't know what, please let's figure out what is it?
Yes, exactly. And that's why I talk with them. And through talking, you can see where certain things are happening, because while we're in a conversation, the body reacts to it. And the body reacts usually when there's a blocked emotion.
So you're talking about certain, like...
And I constantly monitoring what the body is doing.
Really?
Sometimes the breath goes up, sometimes the muscles tense, sometimes they tend to look away or get... Yeah.
So the body is an indicator of where the problem is.
Exactly.
So by talking, you it's kind of a test, and then you see, hey, here's the problem. Like we are talking about this subject right now, and there's a reaction. We have to dive into that area.
Exactly.
Really? Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. For instance, there was once a girl. She came to me. She didn't really know why she was there, and so the conversation didn't necessarily go anywhere. So I said, like, okay, what are your core motives to do what you're doing, like in your purpose and in your goal? And she said, well, I want to experience this, and I want to make other people happy. And when she said that, I heard a crack in her voice, and I saw her eyes water a little bit. And then she continued on. I said, like, wait, why did what you just said, why did it hurt you so much? And then she just started to cry as heavy as possible. And then the whole story came that she wasn't happy when she was younger, and her parents didn't love her as much, so she wanted to give people back what she didn't have herself. And then immediately after a while, we found out why she was here.
That's interesting, because when you said that you see in someone when something is wrong. Um, that's what you do also when we are talking. I can sense in you that you have like the ability to stop a conversation at one point and say, hey, hold on, wait on, and how is this affecting you, you know? Or just now we were having some lunch and we were talking about some of my emotional relational issues, and at one point you just said, stop, what is your role in this? And I was like, whoa, you know, because my intuitive mode, my flow state was already like beyond that, but you helped me to realize that.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting to have that ability to stop a conversation like that and to recognize that.
Yeah, there are some points that we want to go skip very fast, while there's like a massive treasure there to learn, and we usually skip over it because it hurts or it's painful or we do not want to look at ourselves. But if we go there and we stop for a second and really listen what our body is trying to tell us, and what kind of emotions are there, that's the moment where you can learn the most.
Yeah,
I'm not the one who's helping them or healing them. I'm the one who is showing them how to do it themselves. So in your case, perhaps like it's like teach a man how to fish, or you're going to fish for them, right? So I'm going to show how you can heal yourself and how you can fix yourself, how you can fix your own problems. Hence, I want to get rid of you as soon as possible and I don't let you go if all the aspects of your life have been fixed. So 3 months, 6 months max, I work with people, and then, but usually just 10 sessions is enough so that all aspects of their lives are fixed, and then they have the tools to do it for the rest of their lives themselves.
10 1-hour sessions.
Yes.
That's usually all you need.
In general, yes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds
depends on the level of intensity of the problem.
Okay. So you give them a clear guidance or like a maybe a roadmap for, okay, this is how you can do it. Maybe even like a manual for like, this is how you work and this is how you can overcome your own problems.
Yes. See it as a manual.